So, obviously we love this movie, and we like to think of it as a symphony of dread, if you will. And I'm delighted to introduce the composer behind this symphony, Mr. Rob Zombie.
Well, thanks for coming. I just want to say right off the top that 50% of you are going to think this is the greatest thing you've ever seen, and 50% of you are going to hate it so much. You're going to hate it, I can tell you. You're going to fucking love it, I can tell. You're that type. But we're going to have to explain it to that guy on the way out. But other than that, thanks for having us. It's good to be in Texas, and bring it down. It's a movie, it's not a concert. Let's bring it down. Anything else?
There's going to be a Q&A, so everybody please stick around.
Yes, he's going to answer all your questions after the movie.
Enjoy the show!
Please have your questions prepared. We're going to try to keep this quick. Go ahead and bring out Rob Zombie.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's get down to business and go to bed. No, nobody else wants to come out with me. The cast left. The band.
Well, I'm just going to lead real quick and then we'll jump to the crowd.
Sure.
Compared to your other films, there's a lot of, clearly there's a lot of restraint on display here. And I'm just curious, you know, what was were you driven to do this after the Halloween release to do something original, or has this been like in your brain for a while?
Well, I thought of this idea, I think right after I did Halloween, or right before it. I don't know, it's been kicking around for a while. And then when the opportunity came up to make a movie, it wasn't particularly this movie, the deal was sort of like, we'll give you, you know, a certain amount of money, which was hardly any, and total freedom to do whatever you want, clearly. And that was pretty much the deal. I mean, as long as it came in on budget, they stayed out of my business. Which of course it didn't, but they still stayed out of my business. Not good with budgets.
All right, let's go ahead and turn to the crowd. Any questions?
You've been so associated with like classic 70s hardcore American horror, and kind of in line with what he was saying, this kind of felt much more like European, like Mario Bava, Roman Polanski, like some of the stuff you were doing with the murals really reminded me of Messiah of Evil. Was that just, have those guys been big influences on you too, and you just wanted to do a different kind? And just as a PS, I want to say, because people have been on kind of that film, I just want to say, I personally think that Halloween 2 kicks ass, and time is going to tell on that one.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I really like that movie. So it's funny, like, whenever this is not your question, so I don't know. But whenever you make a movie and you finish it, you just kind of, I remember when we finished Devil's Rejects, me and the editor were like, we fucking love this movie, everyone else can suck it if they don't like it. Because that's what you just have to do, because, you know, whatever. That wasn't your question. The question was, well, I had an idea in mind, and really it was only the European films that had this sort of pacing. The American films are so much faster, it's all about the plot, what's happening, and, you know, something doesn't make sense within 5 seconds, they were afraid that people were going to write "you suck" on the comment cards when they test the movie. But, you know, European films, you can sit there for a fucking hour and go, I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. But then it makes sense, you know, or it's not the point sometimes, you know. Like a lot of movies I like, or a lot of movies I want to watch again, and sometimes I'm not even sure if I like them. It's just, I know there's something about it that hooked me, and that was sort of, I don't know, it was the inspiration, but that was what I had in mind in a certain sense.